Hi Aries, this is going to be your ex-partner reading for August 2018. As we're at the beginning of August, I actually should be doing the first half of the month readings, but I don't know why every time I seem to lay the cards out for those particular readings this morning, it just didn't feel right. So I've decided to do the ex-partner readings first. And then most likely next weekend, I may very well do the first half of August. Although, you know, I do realise that they will be late. But maybe I might just decide not to scrap those this month and just focus on ex-partner and the last half of the month reading, something like that. But for some reason, as I said, I just wasn't feeling right about any of the spreads I laid out today for the first half of the month. So we're doing the ex-partner, and I've gone back to the old way this month with the 2 rows, a central issue, and we'll look at the card at the bottom of the deck. So we're going to start with the cards at the bottom, and we've got the 5 of Pentacles here. So this card is talking about how possibly either one of you, maybe even both of you, are feeling left out in the cold here. Now, you know, it could be for some of you that if you ended the relationship, then maybe your ex-partner's feeling this way, or vice versa, okay? Because it can always go vice versa. It may be for some of you that this relationship ended some time ago. And, you know, maybe there was an element of communication for a while, and then the communication stopped. Maybe it could also be that either one of you have chosen to completely block each other. You know, no contact at all, blocking each other on social media. The card we've got at the centre is the King of Cups. So Aries, it could very well be that you are dealing with a water sign, possibly Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But if that's not the case, then the King of Cups, you know, he is very loving, very caring, very nurturing, and very giving. You know, he's the type of person that wants to help. But also the King of Cups he's got his emotions well balanced. So, you know, this could be a central issue for both of you in terms of maybe needing to balance your emotions. It may be that either one of you need to focus on that. Or, as I said, for some of you, it could be you're dealing with a water sign. Now, the card we've got up here for you, Aries, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. And, you know, I think for you, this card's here because when it comes to a relationship for you, whether it's with your ex-partner or somebody new, I don't think you're at the stage now where you're wanting to play games. You know, the game playing, the mind games, that's not what Aries is looking for now. You're looking for commitment. You're looking for the type of relationship that's actually going to lead somewhere. And I think unless your ex-partner is going to offer that type of relationship, then you're not going to be interested. Now, the card they've got is the 8 of Swords. So this is feeling trapped. But the thing is, it's their thoughts that are keeping them trapped. Now, this could go one or two ways. It could be for some of you that you're dealing with an ex-partner that is trapped within their thoughts and is unable to fully move on from you and the relationship you had. But it could be for some of you that your ex-partner, as I said, is trapped within their own thoughts in terms of making any moves. You know, sometimes with the 8 of Swords, there can be an element of fear attached. an element of fear that if they did approach you, what kind of response will they get from you? If they did approach you, how are things going to work out? Could they commit to you? Could they get back into a relationship with you? Either way, the Eight of Swords is showing that at this present time, they're stuck. Now, when we get down to hopes and fears or possible actions to be taken, you've got the Four of Cups, Aries. And like I said, this is very much, it can be that blah feeling. But what I think this is if something's going to be offered to you from your ex-partner, it's going to need to live up to your expectations now. It's going to need to live up to your needs and wants. Because like I said up here with the Ten of Pentacles, you're not just going to accept anything. I think now it's going to be more about your terms and the relationship needing to be more on your terms, because you may have been dealing with somebody who in the past it was very much all about their way. But also, like I said, with the Four of Cups being there, I think no matter whether you still have strong feelings for this person or not, you're not prepared to accept anything unless it's going to be leading somewhere. Now, on their side, they've got the Five of Wands. So look, if you're dealing with somebody, like I said with this Eight of Swords, who's trapped at the moment in their thoughts, in terms of approaching you, in terms of any response they may get from you, it may be that they're thinking that if they do approach you, there may very well be some arguments. The Five of Wands can very much be where somebody's trying to get their point of view across, but they're not listening to the other person and vice versa. So, some conflict, but it's not as bad as the Five of Swords. But if you're dealing with somebody, as I said, who is maybe trapped in the sense that they're struggling to completely move on from this, and they're still somewhat trapped within their thoughts in terms of you and the relationship, then the Five of Wands may be talking about somebody that's going through some internal issues, some internal struggles at the moment. Now, moving down to the outcome. The first card you got was the Queen of Cups. So look, a couple of aspects here. It could be here to reinforce that you're dealing with a water sign. But also the Queen of Cups is very intuitive, okay? So maybe needing to listen to your intuition now, listening to your gut feeling. But also the Queen of Cups is emotional. She's ruled by her emotions, and she can sometimes be easily swayed by her emotions. So it could be here to maybe caution you to listen to your intuition and don't allow your emotions to get the better of you in this month. But also, as I often say, when I see a king and a queen of the same suit, we can often be talking about two people who overall are very like-minded. That, yes, we all have our differences, of course we do. But overall, two people that are very similar. Two people that overall, as I said, get along with each other. May share a lot of likes and dislikes. Now, to further clarify the Queen of Cups, the first card I got was the Sun. So look, we know the Sun is the most positive card in the tarot. It brings growth, rejuvenation. So it could be here to suggest that this relationship could be rejuvenated, that there could be an opportunity for some growth here. But also with the sun, it brings clarity. We see things more clearly. So maybe tapping into our intuition, paying attention to our intuition, gives us more clarity. Next card, 8 of Pentacles. So this is a card about putting hard work, time and effort into something. You know, with the sun being there and us starting to see things more clearly, it may come, the Aries, that, you know, you start to realize that if there is to be a reconnection here, it may be that you're going to have to work harder, that you're going to have to put more time and effort in. Or it may be here to suggest that for you, the only way this can work is if they're prepared to put some hard work and effort in. Because like I said, I feel very much that you're not going to mess about this time. You know, if this relationship is going to have a do-over again, the chance to do it over again, this time it's going to have to be very different. The last card we got is the Empress. So the Empress talks about, you know, emotional and material abundance. The Empress is, you know, the creator of something new, the birth of some new idea. Yes, it can be for pregnancy, but I'm not picking that up here. Now, moving down to their outcome, they have the Ace of Wands. So the Wands, passionate energy, fiery energy. The Ace can be a new beginning. So maybe, you know, it could be them coming forward to suggest, well, not to suggest, sorry, to let you know that they still feel this way about you. You know, that maybe they are still feeling very passionate about you. They still have these passionate feelings there. Maybe they do want to start a new relationship with you again. The Ace of Wands can be, you know, that new spark, that new fire lit within us. The next card is the Lovers. So the Lovers does talk about, you know, our personal relationship. And the Lovers, it can be a choice sometimes. You know, they've got a choice to make here. Do they want to rekindle this? Do they want to completely walk away? The Lovers, again, it's about commitment. Asking us whether we are committed, whether we want to be committed here. The next card we got for them is the Nine of Swords. So this is them in their head. This, you know, whatever it is that's in their head, whether it's a fear, you know, a worry, but it shows that they're overthinking something. Maybe they are overthinking about how things are going to work out. Maybe they are overthinking about if they approach you, what type of reception are they going to receive. But it's showing that they're very much in their own head, just like with the Eight of Swords, very much thinking and stuck in their own head. And the last card for them is the Two of Swords. And this is a decision that's needing to be made. Like I said with the Lovers card, a choice that's needing to be made. But for them, it seems in this month of August, there's this inability there to make this choice. It may be that there's lots of other factors to consider here, okay? It may not be just a straight case of shall we get back together or not. There could be, you know, other things to consider and think about here. But the Two of Swords is needing to make a decision, but feeling unable to make that decision, or at this time choosing not to make this decision. So Aries, that is your ex-partner reading. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye.